sometimes to try to make the winning spot for his team.
Have to remain vigilant. Enough util use, yes, Smoggy. Straight back onto the line. And Miniboo is taken out. He's got to watch now. The rest of his team to see if they can piece together this round when they're a player down.
Bring them down.
Even more so onto these angles. The contact play is called and around Paranoia. Not even a connection. Smoggy is working this map like it's his playground right now, especially onto the side, but he needs some backup and he needs to bail out. Heretics finding it. Dashing away, cancel the movement. Kanggang dropped down with a decay damage. Can't stand against it. Smoggy also being pushed back, postured away, and a nano swarm. Benji, they knew he was there. The right util at the right time to punish Smoggy, trying to cleave the way through. 1 kill found, and he's still got a not dead yet. But he might not even need it. On for the ace. Damage done to Boo. Round and round we go onto the side. Taking it away, he's got the speed buff intact. There's no plant online. There's pressure still on the shoulders of Boo.
How long does Boo hold for? Smoggy's reading into this, thinking that he's gone for the rotate.
Oh my. It's a possibility. There was enough time for it. Boo could have walked all the way and just ran when he was out of range, but now back over towards C.
Boo can die to spam here as he plants. But I'm not even sure that Smoggy has enough bullets in his gun.
He hasn't gone for the reload. He was scared of a player being close, and now creeping, crawling up close. 1v1 still down to the timings. Smoggy can't do it with pistol in hand. It's Boo who stands tall. It was up to him to be that veteran presence to make sure that the round did not go amiss.
What a clutch from Boo. Desperately needed for Heretics, I think. I'm not a fan of how Smoggy played around these situations, though, with his ult. I think you look at that round from Smoggy without an ult online, he played it immaculately. He conserved his life, backed off, played off his team's paranoias. I actually think, though, that when he has the Clovo online, he can afford to be way more aggressive in those spots and use the ult to play his team in. I'd like to see him try to take that impact earlier on.
I love you.
I hard agree with that. He's pulled this time out initially from EDG. 3 rounds in a row for Heretics.
And they've been abusing the site anchors, essentially, right? They've been trying to find spots where there isn't a seize or a stun to stop them, and Heretics can burst through. And they'll call some cancels. There'll be a couple waves in the exec. It's not anything super simple. But EDG need to get a read on where these are coming. Odin being bought here for Boo as well. Looking to try to do early spam over towards A, perhaps.
Yeah, the players are drifting over. EDG, still some bite left into the round with the weapons that they scramble together here. Rifles in the hands of 4 of them.
There.
Ult's online too, so could be willing to scrap here.
That's
Right
big
on target.
damage.
Yeah, nobody chunked down. Sets up for the TP. Nobody is committed here. The door's not even okay. Breaks it, backs away. Evacuation is called for.
Missed the haunt as well. It was broken, of course, but he was aiming for on top of rubble there, so they would have scanned the back towards where Woot was. They've lost info over towards A. That Odin purchase ended up coming through very clutch for that opening fight.
Those are the extra elements we've come to expect, I think, from a team like Heretics. A little spice to throw into a round, making sure that it is that much more winnable here. Going for the potential B pivot. The door was already opened wide here. Benji, footsteps rumbling towards them. And now there's Simon. Time to strike. Time to see if he can collect to corral these kills. Up and around. Chichu back and around. Obtains the upgrade. The 3 versus 3 is where we stand.
Heretics with time to cancel. EDG thought it was actually a B pivot going on there. You could see it in the way that Shishu threw his paranoia.
Yeah.
And yet they still held tall. Now nobody has to do it all.
Sees the shoulder. Tried to play patiently. And Smoggy drifting into the fight, into the fray. Not watched for, anticipating that re-swing. Ops into the ult now, not dead yet. Spam follows through. He needs the kill, he needs the assist, but Heretics are the ones under that pressure! And G2 collects.
wasn't expecting the round to end like that. Was looking over towards Smoggy.
No way.
He had limited time to be able to get value out of his ultimate, and it looked like he was playing passively, but they ran away from the Clove, trying to deny them value, and straight into the waiting arms of Chishu. That's tragic for Heretics.
To collect. Beautiful transfer as well. We missed that one, but still got to admire it. He's sitting at 15-7.
And again, the team with the weaker economy, though it wasn't a full thrifty, comes out with the goods. 5-5.
In a strange map.
Benji has it online again. His ult.
Once more, Odin spam. TP across, TP up top! And Wooder's going to be traded. Just the one for his efforts. Chichu's still here. Guess what? Peeking off of the util. There's more where that came from. Boo. See if he can cleave away in a path right through, but he realized that A is futile. Time to make the great retreat.
Yeah, I think they actually saw both pieces of utility coming from Smoggy and Simon. So they've got a pretty good read here that C is empty. And they're going to confirm it with lockdown.
Chichu's ult, he can go for the instant reposition as well. They can shore this one up. Know that the site's cleared out. Heretics.
Good plant position too.
Yeah. Trying to think ahead here. Into the round, a bit of spam from Boo.
I like this.
Forces util. Forces EDG to be diligent with the clearing. Oh,
They actually,
see it.
yeah, they didn't even use utility though. They saved the util and just barreled forward with 2 or 3 players looking to try to trade out. So now they have that utility to clear the side, but Boo.
Oh, listen, if you're going to
Clears
try and opt
Smoggy.
in, exactly, brute force. It's a domain where Heretics will seek to punish, yet still Smokes propped up, and Headsby and Pride straight off the bodies. Left down to Benji. Planted for him, up onto Mound. Nana swarms up and over, just about catching, but Simon's got the half, and that's a potential wink on drop down. Time is of the essence, ticking away from them. TP up and around.
He may not think he's
claimed. No way, Simon! No way! Dropped dead in his tracks! And it's all Benji!
I thought there was such a chance there that EDG were going to sneak that one away. When Chishu teleports up and Benji catches him, it's so likely that Benji waits for another tap. Heretics take the lead, 6-5 off the back of Benji winning the Red Bull clutch. Another huge clutch going the way of Team Heretics. If they hadn't had those two, EDG might have been running away with this half, but as it is, Chinese squad knocked down to lower economy. And trying to control Rubble. They've kind of missed out on the control of this part of the map the whole game. Their comp doesn't really favor it, but now they're driving Heretics into B.
Fast plays all around the map. Trying to go for that reaction. Overdrive, it's here! Kang collects, it's augmented! And the bush is stunted! In the blink of an eye, 6-6.
This map truly different to the prior two in ways that are supremely satisfying, both of them. Taking chunks out of each other, going back blow for blow. EDG's attack side is super potent as well. Team Heretics may not have done enough with only 6.
That's the question. We're going to get it answered on the other side of this as well, but for now, he's sending it down to the floor momentarily as well, just to get a bit of insight from a former champion himself.
Hey guys, here with Com, of course. 콤 선수 만나보겠습니다. 콤 선수 어제 경기 끝나고 나서 눈물을 흘릴 때 좀 리엔즈 선수가 위로해주는 모습을 보면서 콤 선수와 또 콤 선수 아버지가 이제 넘버원 리엔즈 팬이다 평생이라고 얘기를 했거든요. 그렇기 때문에 이렇게 또 힘든 순간에 적으로 만났지만 또 위로의 손을 내밀어줄 수 있는 선수가 그리고 이런 커뮤니티가 있다는 것에 대해서 어떻게 느끼고 있는지부터 여쭤보고 싶습니다. Com, yesterday you and Papa Com expressed the gratitude towards Rians, you know, being able to showcase sportsmanship, especially when you are at a vulnerable moments like yesterday. So what's it like to have an opponent that's willing to kind of comfort you through your hard times?
I think it shows a lot of vulnerability and emotional intelligence, as my dad said. It means a lot to me for sure, because I feel like I'm a very emotional person. And yeah, I mean, it means the world to me that someone, even if they were enemy for me like 10 minutes ago, they've become my friend right after.
확실히 얼마나 이 발로란트 커뮤니티 자체가 EQ가 높고 서로에게 공감할 수 있는지를 잘 보여주는 부분이라고 얘기를 했고요. 그리고 또 홈 선수 같은 경우에도 뭐 눈물이 많은 이런 좀 감수성이 깊은 확실한 F이기 때문에 좀 그런 선수가 이렇게 위로를 해준다는 것 자체가 의미가 굉장히 많았고 또 굉장히 감사하다고 얘기를 했습니다. 그러면 오늘 아무래도 리엔즈 선수를 응원하러 왔나 싶은데 또 보내고 싶은 메시지가 있는지도 물어보도록 할게요. So I'm guessing you're here to root for Rians and Team Heretics. Anything you would like to say to him?
Keep fighting. No matter what happens in this grand finals, have fun and enjoy the moment, no matter what.
어떤 일이 벌어지든 지금 이 순간을 즐기기를 바란다고 얘기했습니다. 이렇게 해서 콤 선수 만나봤습니다. Thank you, 콤. And yeah, 하나 더.
사랑해, Korea.
Thank you, 콤.
Just beaten him, still had thought for his opponent. It shows you, I mean, there's no space for mercy, but there's still room for compassion with the way that they play.
Oh, of course.
I do really appreciate that. All of their thoughts here are going to be on getting that victory, but every time you win, you see the other side of that coin, and there's going to be both sides of it here today in the grand finals. No matter who ends up winning, there is going to be one bitterly disappointed loser up on stage, and that's going to be tough for either team to deal with.
Change of the weaponry here, EDG looking to again increase that tempo, but stopped in their tracks as the Nano Swarms laid down prior.
They've inserted Smoggy pretty deep on B right now. And what I love about watching Smoggy on these rounds is that he has Frenzy and Pick Me Up, which I think is just such a deadly duo.
Yeah, speed buff if he gets that online.
And the overheal too, or the over armor. It's just, it's so tough to deal with.
The menace on the pistols.
He's often in spots where he trades people out. So seeing him isolated here is a little unusual. You see nobody going trying to do his IGL duties, creating pressure on the other side of the map, indicating that this is going to be a C repop. Hard for Heretics to read into that though. What is this?
Kang! He's trying to find it. Needs to be disciplined. And just evacuates and get out, but Wood is still there into the back of the side! Unaccounted for! Will make them rue the day that they decided to ignore that position. Two dropped. There's a third. It's all on Woot, and this guy is undeniable. The form factor, an ace denied, but Smoggy's got much more to do on the backside of that. And enough of the road is paid for Mini Boo to close it out.
Shades of Wu to Shanghai there, where he took down all of the Chinese squads and made the grand finals. It's been a quiet tournament from him. It's been very different. Seen him in that supportive role, looking to try to trade and help other people, help the team. Good to see him have his moment here in the pistol though, and what an important pistol that might end up being. Gives Team Heretics the lead, assuming no more of those thrifties, those pesky thrifties that we've seen today.
Abundance of them. Pause called after the initial pistol round. Doesn't feel like it's, I mean, a timeout to me.
You think attack timeout after the pistol? I think it would be the first one I've ever seen.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. The one downside of Woot getting all of those kills on the pistol is that no one else is anywhere near an ultimate. And usually the attacking teams on Lotus are going to want to be putting those into Mini Boo, Benji, something like that. So we've got another tape pause here.
Yeah. My suspicion was correct. I love that we put the entire arena in lockdown. It's a tape pause, you know, the light and shift and nobody move. Exactly. Trying to take a gander over at the stage as well, see who might be the player we're watching for, who's having some issues. And hopefully we'll be able to get this solved as well. No more stops in the momentum. It's going to be a quick one, I've just heard. So we will be back into the action soon enough.
You want time for a fun stat?
Sure.
You know that Team Heretics and Paper X are the only teams to play in a grand finals but not lift a trophy.
That's brutal for Paper X.
Everybody else that's been in a VCT Global Grand Finals has found one, you know, before, after, in a different moment.
And so if Heretics win here today, they'll pass the torch to EDG.
Yep, they'll pass that over and force EDG to be the recipient of that sad stat.
That's brutal. That's a hard one. A lot of damage. Players getting chunked down on EDG's side of things here. And a stun not enough to dissuade and push back Boo. He's going for a few more. Smokes dissipating. Rians creeping up onto the angles, trying to cut them up where they stand. Paranoia sweeps through, but no connection. And the TB has to be used to back himself away. Still a 4 versus 4. Simon! Oh, he was hoping for that kill. Dropped down there. The spikes in a lapse of Woot. And Heretics have a handle on it.
Nobody left as the final player. The spike could not be further away. He would have to make such a difficult journey.
Yeah.
The hero's quest to try to retrieve the unretrievable.
Woot does it again. It's a 3-piece off the back of that pistol. The Wonder Boy in action. Like you said, glimpses of Shanghai, and he's making EDG feel it.
Again, though, what kind of bonus round strategy can you really concoct with an Omen ultimate? It's just not as useful. So it is great that we're seeing this from Woot, but you would like to see the ult points been invested into other people for Team Heretics to start some real threats on the defense side. This is cool, though. Getting a high-low setup from Heretics.
It's an interesting idea.
Looking to try to punish Kong Kong, I would say here.
Flash 2, up and over here. Fault line alongside it.
Simon